It's very easy. Bhagavad Gita, the song of God. Why song? Because Bhagavad Gita is in the form of a song. It is not a prose. It is poetry. धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे समवेतायुयुत्सवः मामकाः पांडवा शैव किमकुर्वत संध्या. We can sing Bhagavad Gita. So Bhagavad Gita is a song. It's a very divine song. And all of us like to hear songs, right? We like to hear music. So Krishna also has given music in the form of Bhagavad Gita, which we can hear and relish and get enlightened by reading that. It is said in Gita Mahatmya, there is one shloka. It is said that just like you take bath and clean your body, right? We take bath every day. We clean our body, we wear fresh clothes. Similarly, we have to take bath to clean the mind also. Right? How to clean the mind? To clean the body, we use water and we use soap. So how can we clean the mind? Yeah? By reducing the negative thoughts. Okay, very nice. How to reduce the negative thoughts?
By chanting the shlokas.
By chanting the shlokas of Bhagavad Gita. Okay. So that's the way how we can purify our mind. Like for cleaning our body, we can use Medimix soap. For cleaning our clothes, we can use ring soap. Okay. For cleaning our mind, what soap you have to use? Chanting of mantras. Mantra, manastrayate iti mantra. Right? Does the mind become unclean? Yes. Just like the body becomes unclean, like you walk in the city, dust accumulates on your head, in your face, the dust accumulates on your clothes also when you play in the dirt. Similarly, mind also accumulates dirt by what we see, what we hear, and what we are thinking. You got to understand? Like we see some billboard, some negative photos, or some YouTube videos. What happens? Mind becomes dirty. So we have to clean it. How to clean? By chanting mantras, right? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. ಮಂತ್ರ ಜಪ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಪರಿಶುದ್ಧವಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮನಸ್ತ್ರಾಯತೆ ಇತಿ ಮಂತ್ರ. ಮಂತ್ರದ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಏನು? ಮನಸ್ತ್ರಾಯತೆ. ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೆಟ್ಟ ಆಲೋಚನೆಗಳಿಂದ ಮುಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡುವುದೇ ಮಂತ್ರ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಟು ಚಾಂಟ್ ಮಂತ್ರ. ಅಂಡ್ ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತಾ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಮಂತ್ರ. ಮಂತ್ರ ಓದೋದಿದೆ ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತಾ. ಸೊ ಬೈ ಚಾಂಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ರಿಪೀಟ್ಲಿ ಚಾಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಂತ್ರ ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತಾ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಯೂರಿಫೈಡ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರತಿದಿನ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ? ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತಾ ಶ್ಲೋಕಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ತಾನೆ, ರೈಟ್? And what is the best time to cleanse the mind? Morning, early morning, right? So the early morning time, which is between 4:30 a.m. to 6 a.m., that time is called ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ಮುಹೂರ್ತ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ಮುಹೂರ್ತ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಆ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮಿಕ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಲಾಭ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. So you have to read early morning. So for that you have to get up early morning. Right, in school we learn early to bed, early to rise makes one healthy, wealthy and wise. Right? Kindly repeat: early to bed, early to rise makes one healthy, wealthy and wise. So you will become healthy, physically fit, wealthy, you will get a lot of money, and you will become wise, intelligent. Because those who get up early, we have a lot of time to read, to meditate, to reflect, to plan. We get a lot of time. So that's why early morning getting up is better. I have seen some children, they get up just half an hour before the school. Right? Morning 8 o'clock is the school, 7:30 get up, some brush and eat some breakfast and run to the school. Is that good habit? Right? So you have to get up quite early. How many of you get up at 4 o'clock? 5 o'clock? Very good, very good. 6 o'clock? Okay. 7 o'clock? 6:30? 7:30? 7:30 nobody. Okay. Everybody gets up before 7 o'clock. Okay. Though if you get up at 5 o'clock, that is the best.
8:40, no?
Acha, that's right, 8:40. So,
They have to be here, otherwise we will send them back, no?
correct. So at least by 7 o'clock they have to get up. If school was at 10 o'clock? School 10 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಹೇಳೋದು? 8 o'clock. Okay. Still you have to get up at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. Even if school is at 10 o'clock, you should get up at? Then you will ask the question, what to do getting up so early? Yes? Read. So many books are going to give today. You can read early morning and purify your mind. Sagrat Gita Amrita Snanam Samsara Malanashanam. By just reciting and reading Bhagavad Gita for some time, you will get purified of all your contaminations in the heart. So this is a very good habit which we have to cultivate. Okay, what is the first habit I told? Get up early in the morning. After getting up early in the morning, you have to chant the mantras. Okay? So one mantra is Hare Krishna mantra, which I told you just now. And another mantra is Bhagavad Gita. And what is Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavad Gita is the words coming from the lips of Krishna. Ya Swayam Padmanabhasya Mukha Padmadinasritaha. Gita comes from Krishna's mouth and Ganga comes from Krishna's feet. Ganga Devi originated from Krishna's lotus feet. You know Bali Maharaj and Vamana the past time? Bali Chakravarti was the king of the entire world. So at that time Vamana comes and asks for 3 steps of land. And Bali Maharaj says, I can give the entire planet. Why are you asking only 3 steps of land? ಆಗ ವಾಮನ ದೇವರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ 3 ಹೆಜ್ಜೆ ಬೇಕು ಸಾಕು, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಸಂತುಷ್ಟನಾಗಿರ್ತೇನೆ, ನನಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಲೋಭ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎನಿ ಗ್ರೀಡ್, ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕೋ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಬೇಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ದೆನ್ ಬಲಿ ಮಹಾರಾಜ್ ಸೇಸ್, ಓಕೆ ಟೇಕ್ ಇಟ್. ದೆನ್ ವಾಮನ ದೇವರು ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ತ್ರಿವಿಕ್ರಮ, huge form, he expands, it's touching the sky, huge. And in the first step he covers the entire earth, ಇಡೀ ಭೂಮಿಯನ್ನೇ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರು. ಎರಡನೇ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆ ಇಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಎತ್ತುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಸ್ವರ್ಗಲೋಕದವರೆಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಲೋಕಗಳನ್ನು ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರು. ಆ ಕಾಲು ಮೇಲೆ ಎತ್ತಿದಾಗ ಆ ಭಗವಂತನ ಪಾದ ಅಂಗುಷ್ಟ, ಇಟ್ ಪಿಯರ್ಸ್ ದ ಲೇಯರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸ್ and the water of Viraja came down washing the feet of Krishna. That's Vamanadeva, is Krishna avatar. So when it came down, it's called as Charanamrita of Krishna, that's called Ganga. So Ganga Nadi came down from the heavens, she was there in heaven, called Akasha Ganga. So then the famous king Bhagirath Maharaj, ಅವರು ತಪಸ್ಸನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ ಅವರ ಪೂರ್ವಜರನ್ನು ಉದ್ಧಾರಗೊಳಿಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ ತಪಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಗ ಆಕಾಶಗಂಗಾ ಭೂಮಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಳಿತಾಳೆ, ಆಲಕನಂದ ಹೆಸರಿನ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಸಿದ್ಧರಾಗ್ತಾಳೆ. ಅವಳು ಬಂದು ಹಿಮಾಲಯ ಪರ್ವತದಿಂದ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಹರಿದುಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಾಳೆ. ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಹೆಸರು ಭಗೀರಥಿ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ, ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೆಸರು ಗಂಗಾ ಕೂಡ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೆಸರು ಜಾಹ್ನವಿ. ಸೊ ಶಿ ಕೇಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪ್ಯೂರಿಫೈಡ್ ದ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಭಾರತ್. ಸೊ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಟಚಿಂಗ್ ಗಂಗಾ, ಜನ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, ದೂರ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ಗಂಗಾ ಸ್ನಾನ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ, ಕಾಶಿ, ಹರಿದ್ವಾರ್, ಋಷಿಕೇಶ್ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗಿ ಗಂಗಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ನಾನ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾಕೆ? ಪವಿತ್ರವಾದ ನದಿ. ಹೇಗೆ ಗಂಗಾ ನದಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ನಾನ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಪಾಪ ಕಳೆದು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಾವು ಪವಿತ್ರ ಆಗ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಗೀತಾ ಗಂಗೋದ ಕಂಪಿತ್ವ ಪುನರ್ಜನ್ಮನ ವಿದ್ಯತೆ. ಯಾರು ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆ ಗಂಗೆನ ಕಿವಿಗಳ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಕುಡಿತಾರೋ ಪುನರ್ಜನ್ಮನ ವಿದ್ಯತೆ. They will not get birth again, they will go back to Vaikuntha. Okay, so we should read Bhagavad Gita. That is the second habit. First, rise early in the morning and then read Bhagavad Gita. Now, this material world is called as Dukhalaya Mashashura. ಈ ಜಗತ್ತಿಗೆ ಏನಂತಾರೆ ದುಃಖಾಲಯ. ಬೇರೆ ತುಂಬ ದುಃಖಗಳಿವೆ. ಬೇರೆ ಜನ್ಮ ಮೃತ್ಯು, ಬೋತ್ ಆರ್ ಪೇನ್ಫುಲ್. ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸೀಸಸ್ ಬರ್ತವೆ, ರೋಗಗಳು ಬರ್ತವೆ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ನೋಬಡಿ ವಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಡಿಸೀಸಸ್, ರೈಟ್? ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಬೇಡ್ತೀರಾ ರೋಗ ಬರಲಿ ನನಗೆ ಅಂತ? ಇಲ್ಲ, ರೋಗ ಬರದೇ ಇರಲಿ ಅಂತ ಬೇಡ್ಕೊಂತಾರೆ. ರೋಗ ಬಂದೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದಟ್ ದುಃಖಾಲಯ. ಸೊ ಈ ಜಗತ್ತಿಗೆ ಕುಂಠ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಕುಂಠ. ಕುಂಠ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಿಸರಿ, ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದುಃಖ. ಅಂಡ್ ಅದರ್ ವರ್ಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ವೈಕುಂಠ. ವೈಕುಂಠ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೋ ಮಿಸರೀಸ್, ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್, ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್. ನಮ್ಮ ದಾಸರು ಒಂದು ಪದವನ್ನು ಆಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ. ರೈಟ್? ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ? ಎಲ್ಲಿ? ವೈಕುಂಠದಲ್ಲಿ. ರೈಟ್? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕಲ್ಲು ಮಣ್ಣು ಸಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮನೆ ಕಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಆದರೆ ಅದು 100 ವರ್ಷ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಬಿದ್ದೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ಉಳಿಯೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿದೆ ನಮ್ದು ವೈಕುಂಠದಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ, ನಾವು ಈ ಲೋಕದಿಂದ ವೈಕುಂಠ ಲೋಕಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿಸ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಟು ದಟ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಮೆಂಟು ಬ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಮಾಡಿದಂಥ ಮನೆಗೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಸುಳ್ಳು ಮನೆ ಇದು. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಹೋಮ್. ರಿಯಲ್ ಹೋಮ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ ವೈಕುಂಠ. So we all are looking for happiness, right? We all want. So Krishna is giving the solution here, how to become happy. We can become happy by going to Vaikuntha. Now, should we really go there and then experience happiness? Is there a way we can experience happiness here while living here? That is also important, right? How to be happy while living here in this world? Krishna talks about that also in Bhagavad Gita. He says, by the practice of yoga. By the practice of what? Yoga. Okay, what is yoga? Can somebody say? ಯೋಗ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಕೈ ಎತ್ತಿ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಯೋಗ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ ತಾನೆ? ಓಕೆ, ಯೋಗ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ತುಂಬಾ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಇದೆ, ಯಾರು ಉತ್ತರ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಎಸ್, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಯೋಗ? ಎಸ್, okay, yoga is a physical exercise. Let's clap for him. Why? Because he agreed to answer. That's why he's getting the clap. Yoga is a physical exercise. That's what's your definition. Okay, thank you. What's your name? Hemant. Hemant. Okay, just by doing physical exercise, you'll be happy? Yes. All those people who do physical exercise, are they happy? Just by only doing physical exercises, can you be happy? Yes, your answer is correct. It is partially correct. Okay, can somebody add more to that? Would like to add more to his answer? Let's make the complete answer for yoga.
Connecting to soul.
Okay?
Connecting to the soul.
Connecting to the soul. Okay, yoga is a process which connects.
The soul and physical work.
Okay.
Physical exercises are yoga.
Okay, so the definition is evolving. So teachers are helping us. So mental and physical fitness.
Helps in uniting mind and body.
Okay, so madam is giving further higher definition of mind. It helps us to unite the mind and the body. Okay, anything more higher than this? Okay, it makes your mind relax. Okay, thank you. What is your name? Madhavi. Okay, thank you. Madhavi is telling it makes our mind relaxed. Anything more than this? Jnana. What is that? Who said that? What's your name? Kanishka. Kanishka is telling the development of Jnana is yoga. That's also another form of yoga. Very nice. Thank you very much for giving that definition. What is Jnana?
Connecting all chakras in the body.
Okay, madam is giving the Ashtanga Yoga definition, Sat Chakra Yoga. There is another type of yoga which is called as Sat Chakra Yoga. So we got definition of physical exercise, we got definition of mental fitness and development of knowledge. We also got definition of Sat Chakra Yoga. There are 6 chakras in the body and we activate the chakras and then connect with the higher powers. That was another type of yoga. But what is yoga?
Doing yoga is just a peace in the mind.
Okay, yoga is a method of getting peace in the mind.
Yeah, you forget everything and you'll be just think of what positive energy you'll get.
Okay, that will give you positive energy. Okay, very nice. You are very close to the definition of yoga as given in Bhagavad Gita. Little more higher, little more deep. Okay, that's already told. Exercise, it keeps you healthy mentally and physically. Makes your day fresh, correct?
ಜೀವಾತ್ಮನನ್ನ ಭಗವಂತನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಂದಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವುದು.
Oh, this is a correct answer.
ಯುಜಿರ್ ಯೋಗ ಇದೆ. ಯುಜಿರ್ ಯೋಗ ಅನ್ನೋ ಧಾತುವಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಜೀವಾತ್ಮನನ್ನ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಂದಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವುದು.
ಯುಜ್ ಧಾತು ಶಬ್ದದಿಂದ ಬರುತ್ತೆ.
ಯೋಗ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಭಗವಂತನು ಕೂಡ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಹೊಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಭಕ್ತಿ ಯೋಗದ ಮೂಲಕ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಭಗವಂತನ ಹೊಂದಿಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು, ಜ್ಞಾನ ಯೋಗ ಜ್ಞಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆತನನ್ನೇ ಹೊಂದೋದು ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂತ ಯೋಗ ಅಂತ.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಮೇಡಮ್. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರು ಮೇಡಮ್? ಪೂರ್ಣ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. That which connects Jivatma with Paramatma, that process is called yoga. Yoga is a process. ಇದೊಂದು ಮಾರ್ಗ. ಯಾವುದು ಜೀವಾತ್ಮನನ್ನ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮನ ಜೊತೆ ಜೋಡಿಸುತ್ತೋ, ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೋ, ಅದೇ ಯೋಗ ಮಾರ್ಗ. ಆ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುವ ಮಾರ್ಗಗಳು ಹಲವಾರಿದೆ. ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಕರ್ಮಯೋಗ, ಜ್ಞಾನ ಯೋಗ, ಧ್ಯಾನ ಯೋಗ, and then there is bhakti yoga. Okay. So these are the 4 different stages or different types of yoga Krishna mentions in Bhagavad Gita. And he says, whichever you are comfortable with, you can choose a path and connect to him. ಸ್ಕೂಲಿಗೆ ಬರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಾರ್ಗಗಳಿವೆ? From your home to come to school, how many ways are there? So many ways. ಹೀಗೆ ಬರ್ಬೋದು, ಹಾಗೆ ಬರ್ಬೋದು, ಹಿಂದಿಂದ ಬರ್ಬೋದು, ಮುಂದಿಂದ ಬರ್ಬೋದು. But you take the shortcut, isn't it? ಶಾರ್ಟ್ಕಟ್ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೋ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ಕಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ದೂರ ಸುತ್ತಾಕೊಂಡ್ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ತಾನೆ. Similarly, Krishna gives many paths. Some people want a long path, some people want short path, and Krishna gives a short path. What is that? Bhakti yoga. Bhakti yoga is the easiest and the shortest path. Susukam kartum adhyayam rajavidya rajaguhyam pavitram idamuttamam pratyaksha avagamam dharmyam susukam kartum adhyayam. Krishna says, easiest way to come to me is Bhakti yoga. Susukam kartum adhyayam. It's so happily performed and you can come to me. That's what he says. But nowadays what has happened? The definition of yoga has become distorted. ಕೆಟ್ಟೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಕೆಲವು ಬರೀ ಯೋಗ ಅಂದರೆ ಆಸನವನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋದು. ಪದ್ಮಾಸನ, ಶೀರ್ಷಾಸನ, ಶವಾಸನ, ವಜ್ರಾಸನ. ಫಾರ್ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಜನರು ಯೋಗ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಪಾರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಯೋಗ. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪೂರ್ಣ. ಹಾಫ್, ನಾಟ್ ಇವನ್ ಹಾಫ್, ಇಟ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ 1/8. ಅಷ್ಟಾಂಗ ಯೋಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಭಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ. ಯಮ, ನಿಯಮ, ಆಸನ, ಪ್ರಾಣಾಯಾಮ, ಪ್ರತ್ಯಾಹಾರ, ಧಾರಣ, ಧ್ಯಾನ, ಸಮಾಧಿ. 8 ಸ್ಟೇಜಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಯೋಗ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಆಸನ 3ನೇ ಭಾಗ. ದೆನ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಣಾಯಾಮ. ಪ್ರಾಣಾಯಾಮ ಇಸ್ 4th. ಜನರು ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಆಸನ ಪ್ರಾಣಾಯಾಮದಲ್ಲೇ ನಿಂತು ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. They don't go higher to the stage of dharana, dhyana, and samadhi. ಅಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. But the process of yoga is meant to connect Atma with Paramatma, which is the state of samadhi. Okay. So we should know all these definitions because Bhagavad Gita is a book of ಯೋಗ, ನಾಟ್ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಯೋಗ ಬಟ್ ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುವಲ್ ಯೋಗ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಈ ಭೂಲೋಕದಿಂದ ವೈಕುಂಠಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು? ಯಾವ ಮಾರ್ಗದಿಂದ? ಭಕ್ತಿ ಯೋಗ ಮಾರ್ಗದಿಂದ ನಾವು ವೈಕುಂಠಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಸುಖವಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಹಿಯರ್ while practicing yoga. While staying here, if we are connected to Krishna through meditation or yoga, bhakti, you will be happy even in this world. ಏಲೋಕ ಸಿದ್ಧಿ, ಪರಲೋಕ ಪ್ರಾಪ್ತಿ, ಬೋತ್ happen. ಈ ಜಗತ್ತಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕಾದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಸಿದ್ಧಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಂತರ ಪರಲೋಕ ಪ್ರಾಪ್ತಿ ಕೂಡ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್? ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್, ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್? ಓಕೆ. Now to practice yoga, very important thing is we should learn to control our mind. If we cannot control our mind, we will be failures in life. Not only spiritual life, even in our academics also we will be failures. Why? Because mind is not controlled. How many of you have experienced that when you want to study, mind use many provocations? Mind wants to go and play some PUBG. Mind wants to go and play in the streets cricket. Tomorrow exam is there, but mind is studying like what movie now. How many of you have experience? All of you are very honest. Thank you. Honesty is very important quality. Keep it on. Put your hands down. Okay. Now, if you succumb to distractions, can you achieve success? Yes or no? If you get distracted, can you get success? So, to get success, we should have focus. Now, I'll tell you, last lesson today is how to get focus in life. Okay, after this, if you have any questions, you can ask me. Now the sun rays, they are diffused. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಸೂರ್ಯನ ಕಿರಣಗಳು ಒಂದು ಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಿರಣಗಳು ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಕೇಂದ್ರೀಕರಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟೆಡ್ ಆನ್ ಒನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. then you bring a paper there, what happens? Paper burns. So the diffuse light cannot burn the paper, but a focused light can burn the paper. Similar mind also, in our mind there are so many thoughts in different directions. Bahushaga hi anantasha buddhayo avyavasayinam, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 2nd chapter. And those whose mind is distracted in many directions, they cannot attain success. Vyavasayatmika buddhi samadho na vidiyate. We cannot get focus. But those who know how to focus the mind on one activity at a particular time, they can become successful. So Krishna says this. Yato yado nischalati mana chanchalamasthiram tapastato niyamyetat atmanyeva vasham nayet. He says that whenever the mind goes anywhere else, bring it back and focus on the activity which you are doing. If you are able to do this, then you will get great focus, then you can get success. I'll tell you one story of Arjuna and Dronacharya. Who is Dronacharya? Teacher of Pandavas. Teacher of the entire Kuru Vamsha is Dronacharya. So Dronacharya was teaching all the students archery and different martial arts. Right? At that time, Dronacharya was a martial guru. So especially he was teaching Arjuna archery, ಬಿಲ್ಲು ಬಾಣ ಹೇಗೆ ಧನುರ್ವಿದ್ಯೆ ಕಲಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕಲಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಅರ್ಜುನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟ. ಯಾಕೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಫೋಕಸ್ and interest. Okay, one more thing. Focus is required, interest is required. One more thing, practice and practice. He used to practice. ಗುರುಗಳು ಡೇ ಟೈಮ್ ಏನ್ ಪಾಠ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಅದು ಅವನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ. ಡೇ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಕೂಡ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ, ಕತ್ತಲಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ. ಈಗಿನ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಲೈಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಲೈಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬೋದು, ಆದರೆ ಆಗಿನ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಲೈಟ್ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಕತ್ತಲಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ದಿನ ಅರ್ಜುನ ಊಟ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಂತೆ. ಊಟ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದಾಗ ದೀಪ ಶಾಂತವಾಯಿತು. ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಊಟ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ. ಸೊ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಕತ್ತಲಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಊಟ ಮಾಡುವುದಾದ್ರೆ ಕತ್ತಲಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಬಾಣ ಕೂಡ ಹೊಡಿಬೋದು. ಅದು ಹೇಗೆ? ಶಬ್ದವೇದಿ. ಈಸ್ ಟು ಫೋಕಸ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾಣ ಹೊಡಿತಾ ಇದೆ. ಹಿ ಬಿಕೇಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್, ಬೈ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್. ರಾತ್ರಿ ಕೂಡ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. So this is the difference between ordinary students and successful students. Successful students, they do what is it? Practice. Repeat ಮಾಡಿ. Yes, practice ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು. You will become successful. Then Arjuna practiced with left hand and his right hand. Both the hands. That's why it's called as Sabyasachi. Or ಹೆಸರೇನು? Sabyasachi. And Arjuna's answer name is Gudakesha because he conquered sleep. ನಿದ್ದೆಯನ್ನೇ ಗೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನೇಮ್ ಗುಡಾಕೇಶ. ರಾತ್ರಿ ಇಡೀ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ, ಮರ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಿಕಮ್ ಸೋ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್. ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಸಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಡೂ ದಟ್. ಇಟ್ ಸ್ಲೀಪ್ 6 hours. But remaining time you practice. Okay. So practice makes man perfect. So Arjuna practiced. So one day Arjuna and all the Pandavas and Kauravas, they were called, assembled like this in a open hall, open area, and then Duryodhana said, so today is surprise test for all of you. What is the surprise test? I'll keep a wooden bird on the top of a tree and you have to shoot at the eye of the bird. Okay. ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನ ಕರೀತಾರೆ ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ಬರಾಗಿ. ದುರ್ಯೋಧನ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ದುರ್ಯೋಧನ ಏನು ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನಿನಗೆ? ದುರ್ಯೋಧನ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಆಕಾಶ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗಿಡ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪಕ್ಷಿ ಕೂಡ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ದ್ರೋಣಾಚಾರ್ಯ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ವಾಲಿಫೈಡ್. ದೆನ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಅನದರ್ ದುಶ್ಯಾಸನ and others also come. Yudhishthira, Bhima, they all come. And one by one, all of them got disqualified. Somebody is saying, I see the branches, I see the leaves, I see the bird. Then finally Arjuna was called. Arjuna, ಏನು ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನಿನಗೆ? Arjuna says, ಹಕ್ಕಿಯ ಕಣ್ಣು ಮಾತ್ರ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಮತ್ತೇನು ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನಿನಗೆ? ಬೇರೆ ಏನು ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ. And she only the eye of the bird. And Dronacharya became so happy. Shoot! And immediately Arjuna shot and hit the bird of the wooden eye of the wooden bird. That's called focus. When you have the goal in focus, you can achieve it. If you don't have the goal in focus, you can't reach it. As simple as that. ಈ ಗುರಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕಂಡ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಟ್ಟಬಹುದು. ಗುರಿನೇ ಕಾಣಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ ನೀವು? First you should see the goal. Arjuna was focused. Even in the battle of Kurukshetra, initially Arjuna was not focused. ತುಂಬಾ ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬೆನ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತು ಮೈಂಡಲ್ಲಿ. ಯುದ್ಧ ಮಾಡಬೇಕೋ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು, ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ನಾನು? So like quite confused. But then after hearing Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna got focused. Nashto moha smritirlabdha karishye vachanam tava stidosmi gada sandeha karishye vachanam tava. So it gets full focus. ಯುದ್ಧವನ್ನ ಗೆಲ್ಲಲೇಬೇಕು, ನಾನು ಫುಲ್ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ, ಯುದ್ಧ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ, ತಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಅದು ಹೇಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಕ್ಲೌಡ್ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಹೊರಟು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ಮೋಡ ಬಂದರೆ ಸೂರ್ಯನ ಕಿರಣ ಕಾಣೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಟ್ಟೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ಮೋಡ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸರಿದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಸೂರ್ಯನ ಕಿರಣ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ, ಗುರಿ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಟ್ಟ ವಿಚಾರಗಳು, ಆಲೋಚನೆಗಳು ತುಂಬಿದಾಗ ಗುರಿ ಕಾಣೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಕೆಟ್ಟ ಆಲೋಚನೆಗಳು ನಾಶ ಆಗ್ತವೆ, ದೂರ ಆಗ್ತವೆ, ಆಗ ನಮಗೆ ಗೋಲ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಂಡು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So by reading Bhagavad Gita, you can get that focus. Okay? Did you understand? So today I told some good habits. First is getting up early in the morning. Second thing is chanting Hare Krishna mantra, reading Bhagavad Gita. Then I told about yoga. What is yoga? Huh? Yeah, connecting ourselves with God. That is yoga. Okay, physical exercise is partial definition of yoga. You should be very clear with this. Then I told about the Vaikuntha. Right? We can reach Vaikuntha by process of yoga. But even before going there, in this world also we can be happy by practicing yoga. And to practice yoga, we need mind control, which will purify the mind, control the mind. And that control will come by practice. So keep regularly practicing, especially this, no? Chanting Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Please chant. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Thank you. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಪದೇ ಪದೇ ಚಾಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮೈಂಡ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್, ಫ್ರೆಶ್. ಓಕೆ, ಡೈಲಿ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಫಾರ್ 5 minutes. And before sleeping, practice for 5 minutes. That's it. It will help you a lot. Okay? Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Should we have some questions? If they have, will they ask questions? Any questions anybody have on what I spoke to you? Okay. Asking question is a sign of thoughtful person. Those who think, they get questions. And those who are bold, they will ask questions. Okay? I don't know, all of you have questions. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರ ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳು ಇದಾವೆ. ಓಕೆ? Yes?
Till now, what he has told, if you have understood, you will ask questions. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿರೋದು, ಮತ್ತೆ then ask questions.
Yes. Who will be the first person to ask question? Yeah.
ಕ್ಯೂರಿಯಾಸಿಟಿನೇ ಇಲ್ವಾ ನಿಮಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತ? ಏನಾದ್ರು ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳಿ.
Anything related to today's session or anything in general you want to ask? Your studies, your habits.
I have any question?
ಏನೇನು ಕೇಳ್ಬಾರ್ದು?
Related to this.
ಏನ್ ಕೇಳ್ಬೇಕು?
Who is Bharata?
Which Bharata? There are 3 Bharatas. There are 3 Bharatas. ರಾಮಚಂದ್ರರ ಸಹೋದರ ಭರತ, right? Brother of Ramachandra, Lord Ramachandra is Bharata. There is another Bharata who is son of Rishabhadeva, who is Bharata Maharaj. There is another Bharata who is son of who is actually the ancestor of Arjuna, so son of Shakuntala and Dushyanta. He is also called Bharata. And Arjuna's another name is Bharata. Tasmat Bharata Sarvatma Bhagavan Ishvaro Harihi Surotavya Kirtitavyacha Smrtavyacha Bhagavatam. Parishad Maharaj is called Bharata. And Arjuna is also addressed by Bharata. All Pandavas are addressed by the name Bharata because they come in Bharata Vamsha. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾರತ ಅನ್ನುವ ಶಬ್ದ ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪದೇ ಪದೇ ಬರ್ತದೆ. I got a new nice point. Our country's name is what? ಯಾಕೆ? Yes, ಯಾಕೆ ಭಾರತ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ?
If you want, he'll ask. You point.
ಮಗ ಭರತ, he was ruling this country. That's why it's called as Bharataganda. So previously this name was different, but later on because Bharat Maharaj ruled this place it became Bharat. Artha aita? And another meaning to this name Bharata. See, one question I'll give 10 minutes answer. Bha and Ratha. Bha means Prakasha, Bhaskara, Prabha. Bha means, right, the light of knowledge is called as Bha, Prabha. Right? So, I think your school logo is what? Jnana Deepena, what is it? Jnanamaya Pradipaha. Pradipa is Bhaskara. The light of Bhagavad Gita. Ratha means Todagiruvaru. One is engaged. तो पढ़ने में रथ है, खेलने में रथ है, उसे लगे ಯಾರು ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆ ಅಥವಾ ವೇದಗಳ ಮಾರ್ಗದಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೋ ಅವರು ಭಾರತೀಯರು. So that's the absolute definition of ಭಾರತ. So ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ.
Thank you for such an informative session. I request all the students to get in, to take your bags. Take your stand now.